Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to tackle a LeetCode problem called angle between hands of a clock. This problem is classified as medium. But don't worry, I'm here to guide you through it. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to calculate the angle between the hour and minute hands of a clock given the time. So let's get started. The problem statement is pretty straightforward. We're given a time in hours and minutes, and we need to find the angle between the hour and minute hands of the clock. Now, you might be thinking, how do we even approach this problem? It's not like we have any prior knowledge of clock mechanics or anything like that. But trust me, it's actually quite simple once you understand the basics. The key insight here is to think about the position of the hour and minute hands on the clock. Imagine you're standing in front of a clock, and you see the hour and minute hands moving. The hour hand moves slowly, while the minute hand moves quickly. Now, if you were to calculate the angle between these two hands, you would need to take into account the position of both hands. This is where the intuition comes in. We can calculate the angles of the hour and minute hands by considering the fraction of the hour that has passed and the number of minutes that have passed. It's kind of like calculating the distance traveled by two cars moving at different speeds. So, let's think about it. The hour hand moves 30 degrees per hour, which means it moves 0.5 degrees per minute. The minute hand, on the other hand, moves 6 degrees per minute. Now, if we want to calculate the angle between the hour and minute hands, we need to calculate the positions of both hands first. We can do this by taking into account the current hour and the fraction of the hour that has passed, which is given by the number of minutes divided by 60. Once we have the positions of both hands, we can calculate the angle between them by finding the absolute difference between their positions. Now that we have the intuition, let's take a look at the code. We have a class called solution with a method called angleClock, which takes two parameters, hour and minutes. The first line of code calculates the angle of the hour hand by multiplying the current hour and the fraction of the hour that has passed by 30. This gives us the position of the hour hand. The second line of code calculates the angle of the minute hand by multiplying the number of minutes by 6. This gives us the position of the minute hand. The third line of code calculates the absolute difference between the two angles, which gives us the angle between the hour and minute hands. Finally, the fourth line of code returns the minimum of the calculated angle and its supplement, which is 360 minus the angle. This ensures that we get the smaller angle between the two hands. The time complexity of this solution is 1, because we're only performing a constant number of operations regardless of the input size. We're not using any loops or recursive calls, so the time complexity is constant. The space complexity is also 1, because we're only using a constant amount of space to store the input and output values. We're not using any data structures that scale with the input size, so the space complexity is constant. And that's it, guys. I hope you now have a solid understanding of how to calculate the angle between the hour and minute hands of a clock. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, and comment your approach below.